Alright, I had a request to show my lanyard, and so I actually have two lanyards that are almost exactly the same here. They're both about 22 or 23 feet long, and when I store them, I have them daisy chained up so that they can go on my harness and not take up much space. So let me show you what they look like. In order to take out the daisy chain, you just undo one loop and then you can just pull that out the rest of the way. So the lanyard is composed again of 22 feet of climbing line. Then there are two triple action locking carabiners and a friction saver. And then I have 3/8 inch B-line for my friction cord. And I like the Knut, the Knut or the Knut friction hitch. It's what I tend to use because it's very compact and it grabs really quickly. So the idea here is that you can, I don't have a harness on right now, but if I did have a harness, then I would just connect to my harness with both carabiners, obviously, and then I can tend slack with the pulley, which is just a $20 pulley from REI, and the friction hitch grabs. I can use this with a foot ascender too if I need to, and the rope goes through the branch saver. So this particular one has a sewn eye on the end. I'll show you the other one where I just use an anchor hitch. And like I said, it's 22 feet long, so that provides about 11 feet of climbing. So this is good for positioning in the tree, as well as for just anything that you'd use a regular lanyard for. Alright, so the other lanyard is essentially the same thing. The only difference is that it doesn't have a sewn eye on it. So instead of the sewn eye, and also there's a leather cambium saver on this one instead. But it still has a pulley, two locking carabiners, and then the Knut friction hitch. So instead of having a sewn eye on the end, I just have an anchor knot with a backup figure 8 knot. So the anchor knot is really easy to tie, and the anchor knot is described in the Tree Climber's Companion. So this is just tied by going around the carabiner once and then twice, and then the tail goes through like this, leaving enough that you can have a stopper knot on the end as well, just for extra safety. So this works the same way as the other one. And one thing that I didn't point out that I have on both of these lanyards is a stopper knot on the very end. This is takes the place of a bitter end knot, or it is a bitter end knot, so that when you're up in the tree, you're not going to come off the end of your lanyard because there's going to be a stopper knot right there. So let me show you how to tie the Knut friction hitch, the Knut friction hitch. It has 5 coils around the around the line. When I tie it, I go counterclockwise, looking from above the knot. And so with the KNUT, or the nut, the first coil goes underneath, and then the other 4 go above. And then when you come back down to finish it, you pull open this one that was underneath, that went under first. Dress and set the knot. And then attach the pulley. So it grabs quickly and releases easily, and tends to slack great too. Then when I'm done, I just pull the friction hitch till there's about 3 feet or so from the pulley down to the other carabiner, and then I daisy chain the rest of the lanyard so that it takes up less space. And on the very last one, instead of, so that you lock off the daisy chain, you just put it through. And then I clip through the last daisy chain and onto there. I'll show it to you on this one as well. So about 3 feet. And then the daisy chain is just a series of slip knots. And the last one goes through. Clip that through, and then actually onto there, and that's it.